Alright, so last episode was a massive one with some massive signings for the team. The first being Elliot Anderson, the second being Jarrod Brantwaite, and the third, before we get into our first game, was Conor Gallagher coming from Atletico Madrid. And then we took on Man City in the Manchester derby, but then we take a 2-goal lead before the half-time break. And you can see here with Reinders doubling the lead before the half-time break. But we were coming into the second half, looking to get back into this one with Cunha scoring once, and then Boomer scoring twice for a second to make it 2-2, but heartbreak would ensue, because we were going to see the frustrating goal right at the death, well near the death anyway, to end the game and lose it 3-2. But then we'll make some more signings, bringing Maxence Lacroix in from Crystal Palace, and also Joao Gomez in from Wolves as a IR target, so players want to see a sign in the team. We then took on Arsenal for our first of 2 games against them in yesterday's episode, in which Matheus Cunha was on fire in this one. You can see scoring a hat-trick against them to win us a game, to get us the 3 points away from home at the Emirates. They made a massive signing for Antoine Semenyo joining from Bournemouth, and in this first game was up against Tottenham. In this one, Mickey van der Ven will make a massive error, gifted a goal for us to make it 1-0. Then we will concede an own goal there from Euro, because that shot from Conor Mawani was actually going to go wide, but Matheus Cunha in the second half will win us the game and make it 2-1 and get us the 3 points. It was time for our second game and the final game of the episode against Arsenal, in which Matheus Cunha would score. Semenyo gets his first assist, and Semenyo wasn't done there, as he would register his first goal for us in a Man United shirt, making it 2-0 when they would get a third goal later in the game when Mason Mount couldn't get a third goal for us to see us go through. Let's get into today's episode. And to start today's episode off, we're going to take on 6th place Crystal Palace, and this game's a big one for us, because us, Arsenal and Liverpool are on 58 points. Arsenal are second, we're third, and Liverpool are fourth, and Man City are in first place on 63 points. So a win here for us is massive to try and keep ourselves the pace with the rest of the team. Ronaldo's going to play this game because Lamens is back from an injury, but unfortunately he's not fully sharp yet, so I don't really want to play him, because like I said, it's not fully sharp, so I feel like it's going to make a few errors. And in order to be fair, last episode played great in that one game with use him in, as we were recording from loan, because due to the injury of Lamens, we had to. Last episode we made some massive signings, like Semenyo, Brantwaite, Gallagher, Anderson coming into the team, Seshko back from injury, and you can see a backline's going to be Brantwaite, Euro, and Lacroix. You guys want to see this backline and see how it plays for us. Let's get into this one up against Crystal Palace, and hopefully Seshko, back from his injury, can play well for us in the first game. Xerxes been a pretty good player for us in the team. He's been a quite influential player on the games, and hopefully Seshko can do the same and prove to be worth it in the team in this game. Ball forward here to Mbeumo. Already better skill from him. Mbeumo running through. He shoots, and Dean Henderson, the former United shot stopper, denies him. A chance for Mbeumo to whip it across, looking for Benjamin Seshko, but the cross was under hit, and Canvard as well, and Seshko's put to an injury. That's not great. This just came back from injury, so hopefully he can run that off for Lacroix, because obviously Maguire's contract was expiring, so we used him in the swap deal. But here's Bruno Fernandes, who shoots, and Henderson so makes a great save there. When I needed him to move a little bit, he just kind of stayed still. There was Semenyo, or forward looking for Seshko, who hits it, and Henderson again with a big save, but Seshko was offside though. Gallagher here looking for Semenyo. Semenyo looking for a quick give and go with Elliot Anderson. It's a great play, Semenyo, and he scores. Sometimes you love it when a plan comes to fruition. Well, obviously that's his second goal for us as a United player. We brought him in and he had, I think, 13 goals and also 3 assists. And since coming in, he scored twice for us and got an assist and played games anyway. Not too sure what he's doing in some games, but there's a great give and go there from Elliot Anderson and Semenyo when we take the lead. And finally we beat Dean Henderson, who's played great so far. He's made some massive saves to stop us. And we finally take the lead though in this game. We're looking pretty lively in this game, you love to see it. You know, why not Conor Gallagher? From range, he hits it. Wide of the post though, and Yo. We need to send through Bruno Fernandes, the captain, who doubles Ali, and Semenyo's got a goal and an assist. And Bruno, that's the first goal we scored with him in the series, and even though he had his own celebration in the game. So we haven't managed to get a goal with him yet in this series up until right here. There's a play that you guys suggested that we sell in season 2 and play Cunha at Cameron Sign. Ozzy meant to play striker alongside Seshko if he plays well for us. And I don't mind that option, because Bruno obviously is gaining on in his age, and there's a player that's kind of not been the best for us in this team, but so he's not been a bad player. But I definitely do see maybe United letting it go in their future it's still a great player for them. Obviously, a very impactful player, an important player in their game. He's obviously been there for a while, and you have to move on from your players. That's been the issue for Liverpool. That's the issue they're in right now because they haven't moved on from their players. And they've still got some of the Asian players that are now starting to drop in form. And the fact they've not managed to get anything going themselves is looking bad for them, because here's Matej Cunha, who just overran the ball there, and Dean Henderson makes the save. He took a really heavy touch there before I went for the shot. I should have taken it first time, but I didn't expect that heavy touch that he took. Shmada Sarr. Ball into the box. Comfortably dealt with though. Come on, Mason Mount. Into Xerxes, can he make it free? Joshua Xerxes shoots, and Dean Henderson makes the save. It's a fairly comfortable one for him to make there. His shot angle didn't really suit the opportunity. So Amad Diallo driving into the box. Amad Diallo looking for a goal at the bench. Leonardo Xerxes on the header. Dean Henderson saves it again. And genuinely, if it wasn't for Dean Henderson, this game is like 10-0. It's insane how good he's been for them. Eddie Anderson into the box. Yoro on the header couldn't win it, and is going to handball it there in the process. It's going to be the end of the game now in a second. As we get a 2-0 victory at home against Crystal Palace in a very, very dominant performance. You know, why not Mason Mount? Our referee, let me hit that. But a 2-0 victory here, the 3 points picked up, and a big 3 points for us. But as you'll see by the stats of the game, Crystal Palace did nothing against us. We dominated possession. We had 17 shots to their 0. That's insane. I mean, man of the match performance of Bruno Fernandes, Eddie Anderson up there as well. Semenyo, surprised he didn't get it with a goal and an assist, but we just dominated this game. That was an insane performance. 17 shots and 66% possession is insane. And it's another 3 points for us away from home from Newcastle. A 2-1 victory. Cunha getting 2 goals in this game to get us a 3 points. You have to see it. And with goals from Sesko, Semenyo, and also Xerxes getting goals here, we get the 3-1 victory over Brighton in the FA Cup to advance further into this competition that we're looking to win this season. And at home against Aston Villa, we're held to a 1-1 draw. Morgan Rogers getting a goal later on for them to level this up, and also Eddie Anderson scoring through us to get a point apiece here against a tough Villa side. And away from home against Bournemouth, it was an insane game with 6 goals scored apiece, with 3-3 with Evan Nilsson getting a point later on for them with a double himself there. Sesko and Bumo and Semenyo scored, and Evan Nilsson's got a hat-trick for them. That's an insane performance from him. He single-handedly got Bournemouth a point in this game. That's an insane performance from him up against us. But a point here against Bournemouth isn't a bad result, but again, we probably should have won to keep ourselves in the title race. And at home against Leeds, it's a 3-0 victory with Xerxes, Cunha, and also Majraba getting a goal in this one to get us the 3 points up against a team towards the bottom end of the table. And since Chelsea are 9th in the table, I decided to simulate this game against them with Xerxes getting a brace for himself in this one to get a 2-1 victory. And Semenyo got sent off in this game, but thankfully for us, our next game is one he doesn't have to play in the FA Cup semi-final, because we've got an easy game in that one. Let's show you who it's going to be, and hopefully we'll beat them to advance into the final of the FA Cup. And in the FA Cup semi-final, we had Everton. As you can see, we get a 2-1 victory against them from Mbumo, and also Cunha getting goals in this one to see us advance into the final of the FA Cup. And for the next game here in today's episode, we've got a chance to defend our position in the league and maybe even leapfrog Arsenal if they somehow lose to Fulham. As you can see, we've got a game in hand on them. We're facing Liverpool around 34 games. We also have the FA Cup final coming up in today's episode. That'll be the final game in the episode most likely. We're taking on Chelsea at 9th in the table. So that should be I actually think that's going to be a hard game, not going to lie. Chelsea are a team that are set well in the game. They've got a good defence. They've got a decent team all round. They're going to be a team that's going to be hard for us to beat though. But we're going to get into this game against Liverpool and hopefully beat them here. Alright, so we go here. And I feel like this game is just getting, I just kind of want to rant about the game to begin with, at the start of this one. I just feel like this game is getting worse and worse as the year goes on. At the start of this year, we had a fun game. If you watch my first RTG video, my first Chrome videos of the year, I was having fun, you could tell. I was having fun. I wasn't complaining, you know what I mean? I was just vibing, having fun. I was looking forward to a fun attacking game this year. And then a few weeks go by, and then they just completely revert back to what was the worst part about SD25 and SD25 4, etc. And that's just the super high press, heavy defensive gameplay. And then, they don't encourage any creativity. As Cunha's awarded, to be fair, Cunha shoots and scores. As I say, they don't award any creativity. I got a bit lucky there, to be fair, though, as Cunha makes it 1-0. But yeah, I just wish they could just press. Like, it's been 2 or 3 patches, I believe, since they did the patch to like boost it, the defensive side of the game and make it super. Just, I don't know, just awful. And I feel like they need to just revert that back to what it was when the game first came out. Like, there are people that complain about, oh, I can't defend. Just learn to defend. Like, I mean, the game shouldn't do it for you. Why do, like, the hardcore community hate it, you know what I mean? But I don't get why, like, as Mbumo did some more here, though. Mbumo, penalty ref, surely. But, yeah. I don't understand why, as a community, a lot of, like, the Ultimate Team players just accept that. Like, you know, the brain rot mentality of Ultimate Team, like, it's just stupid to me. Cunha's an incredible there. Cunha, shot from range, it falls to Seshko, and that's one thing I want to talk about. Remember in the trailer when I said you won't concede goals like that or score goals like that. In the past few like weeks, how many goals like that in my videos have I scored and conceded? Quite a few. These type of goals weren't happening at the start of the year. Goalkeepers either caught that shot or parried it out for a throw in or a corner, or like, you know, to the box, edge of the box, or something, like somewhere where like it's not going to fall straight to a striker. Into our next game, Seshko hits it, denied by Addison. There, parries it. Why did he parry that one out for a corner and not the other one? Okay, just don't pass it to the side. Pass it just straight into the Arsenal player, the Liverpool. Oh no. How? Isak. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't expect him to shoot. Why did he shoot there? It's only a yellow card for the Qua. But it's a penalty for Liverpool, I think. Why did Isak shoot? Why didn't he just keep going? I wanted to block, like... The challenge I did was actually like, it's actually a free kick. So why was it a red card for the Qua? McAllister didn't have had a Qua of that. Okay, can we get the ball away? There we go. And Mbumo. Can I say just steals it? Gakpo hits it, the Qua makes a block again. I need to stop trying to be smart with my clearances from corners. I need to just get the ball away. How has Salah got through there? How has Salah got through here? The men's good save. Again, that would have been a parry goal. Ball through to Seshko, who hits it, and that's almost a great goal. Blocked by Yoro. And Anderson gets it away. Love to see it, Bruno. Ronald Cunha. Ball over the top head to Conor Gallagher. Can he get a goal? And Gallagher, how has he missed that? Cunha through, great pass, looking for Mbumo. Can he make it 3-0 and wrap up the game? Addison makes a save. Oh, that's incredible from Amadiola. It deserves a goal at the end of it. Amadiola denied there by Addison. Brantford wins the header, but Gravenberch heads it away off the line. Eddie Anderson from Ranger hits it, and that's off the roof of the net. Okay, Brantford just don't intercept it. Ekitike across. I'm not too sure they did that, but we don't concede there somehow. Not too sure why he passed it across there when they could have taken the shot and probably scored. Lovely play, Xerxes to Semenyo. And Semenyo's through. Can he finally get a third goal in this game for us? And he does so. Just after Liverpool had a chance to score, we got the other end and finally find our third goal. And Semenyo, who's been a great player since signing for us. Obviously, he had like 13 goals and 3 assists when he did sign for us. He's now on like, 16 goals in the Prem. Overall, not too sure how many he scored for us overall, but we'll have to do the maths later. Oh, I thought this was fixed. Oh, that's annoying. That is so annoying. To find Xerxes who couldn't get a shot away. That should be in the game. There we go. 3-0 victory at home against Liverpool. The see us go a few points clear, at least in third place, or maybe jump into second, depending on Arsenal. If they beat Fulham or drew, it would be honest lots of Liverpool here. The see us maintain our Champions League place in the league. And well, here we are for our first chance at a trophy here with Ruben Amorim at Man United with the FA Cup up for grabs at Wembley up against Chelsea. It's the old school rivals of Man United over the past, God knows how many years. But let's get into this one now. At Wembley up against Chelsea and hopefully beat Enzo Maresca's men on 9th in the table to win the FA Cup here. Some Mbeumo, some Mulder, but Cucurella somehow read that as Mbeumo can whip it across, looking for Seshko, but Modagusto's going to get it away. Eddie Anderson to Conor Gallagher. Antoine Semenyo from range. Semenyo denied there by Robert Sanchez with the catch there. Bruno. Eddie Anderson to Semenyo. Great ball through. It's poor defending from Chelsea, but Sanchez saves them. Sorry, previously. And also another Sorry we used them in. There's Raheem Sterling. And Sterling's still going here. And how have we not stopped him? And Sterling scores. Of all the players, Raheem Sterling. Nothing against him. I like Raheem Sterling. Obviously, Man City played great things for us at the time. And obviously, he's done pretty good for England as well in his career. But how didn't we stop him right here? And the men's probably should have saved it. And obviously, we don't know if that would be the case. Seshko to Semenyo. Semenyo cuts inside. Semenyo can get the shot away, he can shoot, and he hits the post. I don't know what's changed about the three at the back. I feel like my two wide defenders, two left and right centre backs are further away than they used to be. But here's Seshko. Did he score? Seshko, why did he trip out of that? Why did he trip out of that? And why did he switch for players? Good butler from Brantwaite. Seshko. And Mbeumo looking for Seshko again, but his run wasn't the best, and Chalobah gets it away. Bruno Fernandes might be his final trophy. You can win as United. Oh, how did that not go? That's such an easy pass, man. There's so much room to play that pass into. Of course, it just kicks it straight to the Chelsea player. That again. I've got two players in the centre that I'm trying to pass that to, and it's going straight to the Chelsea player. It does it on purpose. There's no way it doesn't. Semenyo. But I might have some injuries, to be fair. Konya. Bruno Fernandes from range, and that was a good effort, but wide to the post. I'm not liking this ball in. I already don't like this. They're going to score again, aren't they? They're going to score again, Nurse. Anderson, thank you. The fact we've got over an hour in this game and we haven't scored is honestly doing my head in. I'm actually frustrated. For multiple reasons, obviously. What is... Good block left, Anderson. Tej Konya. Through to Seshko. There should be 1-1. There we go, get the ball. We're finally back in this game. And this game should be over. Honestly, it should be 3-4-1. You know what I mean? It should be 2 or 3 goals to the good for us. But somehow it hasn't been. And Benjamin Seshko scores to put us back level. Conor Gallagher, a former Chelsea man, hits it. Sanchez makes a save. Bruno. Konya through to Brian Mbeumo. He finesses it, blocked by Dizazi, and it doesn't fall back to us. Oh, no. The lap. In the centre, they find him and he puts it wide to the post. You'd think so, right? Semenyo to win it right at the death. Semenyo, please. I'm aiming for a corner. By the way, there. Garnacho. And Menz comes out and collects it. Give and go here. And Mbeumo beats Cucurella. And Mbeumo charging through. Could he score? And Mbeumo denied by Sanchez. Semenyo lovely flicking behind. Could he get the shot away as well? Semenyo, what was that touch before the shot? Why did he take that touch? He didn't need to take that touch. And why is it such a heavy touch for no reason as well? The lap. there we go. Wait, how is that fun about to go on Acho? That's what I mean. Stuff like that, like, I don't get it. And well, somehow this game has gone to penalties. And if I lose this penalty shootout, I am going to, I don't even know. Bruno Fernandes, you've got to score. The captain does score. Sanchez went way too early there. Bruno didn't even do his sub before he even took the shot. And then Joao Pedro down the centre. Did the Brazilian. And Bumo buries his pen. That's Liam Delap versus Lemens. Down the middle again. What is that? 2 shots down the middle from the AI. Xerxes brought you one for the penalty and he scores it. If this is down the middle again, I don't know what I'm going to do. 3 down the middle. Oh, you're taking the piss. I should have committed to staying in the middle. Matej Cunha. Denied by Sanchez. I'm going to stay down the middle. And this is going to go bottom right. Oh, Neto missed factor, but he didn't go down the middle. Semenyo scores. If we save this, we win. Kukurea. Vida Men's. What is it with the AI and penalties in this game, man? I feel like it's so stupid. Mason Mount also brought you one for the penalty. And he scores it. Again, if we save this, we win. If this is down the middle, then EA needs to sort out penalties. Andre Santos. Bottom right, the man saves it. Finally, they don't go down the middle. Obviously, they went down the middle. They didn't go down the middle for one of them. I missed it. They do the same. And the men's wins it for us on penalties. This game should have been over inside 90 minutes. Not even inside 90 minutes. Given us an hour, we would have won this game. It's a good save from the Belgian. Let's cut to the trophy lift. And Ruben Amorim and Man United are champions of the FA Cup, which we'll have to see. And well, this could be the last time we see Bruno Fernandes in a Man United shirt, because we're going to assume the final 2 games of the season, because there's no point in us playing them because we only could finish 2nd place. We can't win the league title. But as you can see, we win the FA Cup, which gets us, European football anyway. We already have European football since we won. Well, we're finishing 3rd in the league or 2nd place in the league. We have Champions League football. But the FA Cup is back with Manchester United, and this is a statement. Next season, we're coming for everything. And what the signings going to make, surely we can go on to win everything as well. But let's get into the menu. I'm going to sum the final things of the season, show you the stats of the players and how they performed, and then talk about what we could do maybe next episode, which will be, next season, with some signings. And as you can see, after simulating the final 2 games of the season, where we've got a draw and a win, we finished 2nd in the table on 83 points, 10 points behind Man City, who won the league title. And I see Man City look back to the best. Foden with 2 goals in the 5-4 game against Fulham was an insane game to watch. I see Haaland has broke the record for the fastest player to get to a Centurion, which is 100 goals, with the goal that he scored against Fulham, and obviously he got 2 assists as well. But as you can see, we went that far ahead of Arsenal. By the way, Arsenal are going to sack Mikel Arteta and sign all his slot in this Karema. I saw it in the news tab, which I think is a bit redundant. I don't see the point. Considering Mikel Arteta finished above on his slot, why are they sacking the manager? You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. But it is where it is. But in terms of the stats of the players, I'm going to show you real quickly. I'm not going to waffle too much for this outro, as it's been probably a fairly long episode already. But as you can see, Semenyo up there, 21 goals and 6 assists. I believe Forrest got 9 goals and 3 assists and 12 goal contributions for us since he signed for us. Obviously, we brought him in January. If you want to go back and check out the episode where we signed him, you can check his goals tally then and see how many he has done since then. Matej Cunha, 17 and 7, and Boomer 15 and 6. Bruno Fernandes 9 and 10. Xerxes 9 and 8. Obviously, he was pretty good. Seshko spent 3/4 of the season pretty much out injured. So we're going to have to see what he can do next season. Alongside maybe Osimhen at striker if we do end up buying him. I'm going to sell Højlund and just get money from him because we don't need him here at the club anymore. I don't think his future is at Man United. And signing Carlos Baleba, you guys want me to do it, but I don't feel like it's worthwhile doing. I really like Conor Gallagher in midfield, and I'll say Elliot Anderson. We've got Ugarte, we've got João Gomez as backup players. Selling Carlos Baleba just doesn't make any sense. I just feel like Carlos Baleba is a player we can use again in the future. It's also selling Onana and buying someone like Zion Suzuki as a backup goalkeeper. Yes, it's more realistic, but at the same time, when am I going to use a backup goalkeeper? I don't see the point in buying a backup goalkeeper right now anyway, especially for a team like Man United. You know what I mean? Like, Lamens is great in goal. Onana's a great backup goalkeeper that I'm going to use if Lamens gets injured, and that's not going to happen, hopefully, that much. Touch wood. But the team's looking pretty good. And, next season we're going to make some big changes to the team. Maybe Bruno Fernandes could leave us, and we're going to play Cunha in the cam role and sign Osimhen for the striker role to play alongside Seshko up front there. Other than that, I'm not too sure what changes we could make. Maybe we sign a world-class defender to replace, I'm not too sure who will replace in the team, to be fair. Mainly Branthwaite. I feel like he is the weakest of our defenders, mainly because he plays on the left and he's not got a highest pace. He kind of gets exposed a bit in that position. But, it is where he's a pretty good defender overall anyway. But I feel like we could sign a world-class defender, or maybe even a world-class goalkeeper. The men's has been great for us, yes. But we could sign a world-class goalkeeper. We've got the money to do so. We're Champions League level. We could have won the league title next season. It could happen. That just depends on how much money we do get next season. But that's going to call it for this one. If you're going to enjoy it, drop a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.